So I guess to start, let's have you, just for audio purposes, give me your name, your age, and your occupation.
My name is Bhanu. I'm 30 plus something. I'm not disclosing my age. and I'm a data analyst, IT analyst. What am I saying? I'm fumbling.
Yeah, no, that's totally fine.
Your beauty is mesmerizing.
Please, now I know you're good at lying.
Hey.
So how long have you been working in IT and data analysis for?
I've been working as an IT analyst since 2012.
Oh, wow, over a decade.
Yeah.
Is that a career you've always wanted to be a part of, or?
Actually, I always wanted to be in human resource management because I have my postgraduate in human resource management. However, I didn't get a job in the HR, so I took the IT job.
Yeah, whatever the acronyms may be, you're going to find yourself there. What was it about HR? Was it that people aspect?
Yeah, I'm a very people person. I love connecting with people. I love talking to people, all of that. So anything to do with human resources, I just love it. And that's why I have my post-graduation in human resource management.
Well, listen, you're going to get into a very different form of human resource management here in the course of Survivor. So what brings you out here now? What made you decide that this was going to be your next big experience?
I think for the longest time, I was looking for a platform. A platform because as a queer man, a South Asian, I wanted to let folks who look like me and who came from humble beginnings like me, because I grew up in poverty with nothing. And for most part of my life, the Survivor has been my life. Like living under the thatched roof when it's raining, rain used to fall in. It used to just fall on us.
Yeah.
Inside the house. So it's been like that. When I watched Survivor for the first time, I was like, oh my God, that's hit me close to home.
Yeah.
So it's like I instantly connected, and the first episode I've seen was Survivor Kagyan, and Spencer was my hero, and he's the one I fell in love with the show and started watching episode after episode and season after season, and here I am, super fan of Survivor, and they're talking to you.
Yeah. Well, so let's talk about that previous environment, because you came from India, right?
Yes, I grew up in India for 30 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what prompted the move?
So in 2013, I got a job offer in the US, and I came here on a work permit for 6 years.
Wow.
At the very end of my work permit, so my work permit was up to 2018, end of 2018, but in 2017, I met my partner, now my husband. And a year later, we got married.
Wow. Love comes quickly, And how does he feel about this whole experience? Is he a fan of Survivor as well?
So let me tell you, I have no clue about Survivor. My husband, George, is a super fan of Survivor.
Really?
Super, super, super fan. He's the one who introduced me to Survivor. And the first season we watched was Survivor Kagyan.
Yes.
What a phenomenal season.
Yeah.
And watching the players and everything, that's when I thought, oh my God, this is so, it's like, this is like what my life used to be, like 20 years ago.
Right.
And everything, just like, right in front of me. And yeah, so my husband, George, introduced me to Survivor, and he's my support, my strength, a pillar, and all of whatever you have to call him. He's all that. And with his support, with his encouragement, I've applied and I'm here today.
That's so incredible. So now looking back on all the Survivor that you've, become so in love with, give me one winner and one non-winner that you identify with the most.
Spencer. I identify with Spencer because if you watch Survivor Kagyan, the way he was beaten to his core, but every time Spencer got up and he kept going and going and going until he was, until the final tribal council.
Yeah.
He didn't win. My heart was like with him. I was crying for Spencer, and I want Spencer to win. So one he's already a winner in my eyes. And the other person who really played a gate game, in my opinion, was Winners at War, Tyson.
Ooh.
The king of Survivor. King. Tyson is the king. I look up to him. Amazing player.
Interesting.
I didn't like Tyson the first time he played. He played a badass game. However, he was a villain.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, why do you have to be such a villainous person in order to win? The second time he came, he was a goofball and he got voted out very quickly. The third time he came, the reason why I fell in love with Tyson the third time is because he showed true emotion, the human emotions. He made people laugh. He cried. He told stories. He connected with everyone on the team. And that's why Tyson is a real winner of Winners at War.
They're the real. I like that. I think he'd be very happy to say he's the real winner of Winners at War as well.
Right.
So when it comes to perceptions, how do you think people are going to look at you out here?
So the first thing people, when they look at me, they think that, oh my God, he's 5'11", he looks all muscular. And they think that I'm a very strong guy. And maybe a lot of people would think that, oh, we should vote him out.
Yeah.
So that's a perception I just want to navigate through.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know how much I should be disclosing about my medical history here.
Whatever you'd like to do, yeah.
I've dislocated my right shoulder 10 times. And I had recently undergone a shoulder surgery to be on Survivor because that's how much I love Survivor.
Just don't climb on some rocks and I think you'll be okay. We've learned that from recent experience.
Yes.
That's so interesting. So then when it comes to finding an alliance partner, to finding a ride or die if you want one, are you eyeballing certain things about people, certain qualities?
Yes. One major thing I'm eyeballing is this person. He's not giving me the looks, and he's not saying oh yeah, there's a potential alliance. I'm also making sure that this person is not doing the same with all the rest of the 18 people.
Interesting.
And I know one person is actually doing it, and I want him to get out.
Tell me describe this person to me.
So this person, he's got a beard, black beard, and all of, that's his main, character, like a big black beard. So the first time when we were sitting, he looked at me and he gave me that nod, and I was like, okay, I just smiled. And instantly he was looking at another person, he's giving them the eye and nod. Third person, he was giving like the victory symbol. The fourth person, he's just like doing some kind of a gesture. I've seen him do this to all the remaining 18 players.
So clearly, you're not special.
So clearly, I felt betrayed.
Yeah.
And I want him to be voted out as soon as possible because he's playing with everyone, and we don't want people like that.
Right. You want exclusivity. You want monogamous relationships on Survivor.
Just like me.
Well, when it comes to good vibes, are you picking up on that with any particular people here?
Not yet. Everyone seems to be pretty studious. Everyone's into deep thoughts.
Uh-huh.
Particularly this group, season 46. Everyone's so young. I feel like maybe high school to just they're still in undergrads. 18 to maybe 22.
Yeah.
If my guess is right. And everyone's deep thinker. They're all like, oh, this generation kids, I'm telling you, super smart. They're going to outwit, outplay, outlast.
What do you think is one life experience that has prepared you for whatever you're about to experience?
The one major life experience of mine is for 18 years, I've endured a lot of physical trauma. I would say there's a lot of trauma, emotional, physical. I don't want to get into the other traumas, but all of that, the way I endured it makes me strong because that's my core. That's my foundation. My foundation itself is like solid because I've endured so many abuses. And also with nature, as I said, I grew up under a thatched roof. When it was raining, it poured inside the house. There is no way to hide. So almost like Survivor-esque. So I would say, all of that to endure all of that, and the strength I gathered, the lack of food. And I'm a survivor.
Yeah, in every sense of the word. What is your biggest superpower in life that would probably bring you into this game?
My biggest superpower is reading people. I'm very good at reading people. As long as I can get the eye contact. Once I get the eye contact right, and once I start speaking to them, I can pick on subtle things. Because I connect with human emotions. I grew up on streets, and that's what we, I picked up as a kid. When someone's, not nice to you, and, all of that, the sneaky stuff, I can pick it up.
So then, on the other hand, what's your kryptonite?
Whoa. My kryptonite would be, as I said, knowing people's emotions. And know when to play with them.
Yeah, I mean, that's got to be a tough experience, right? Because you do seem like, even just from what I'm gleaning with you, such an empath, such a warm soul. It's an amazing game to play, but at the same time, we have seen time and time again how difficult it is to get to know people and then crush their hearts and crush their dreams.
Yes, it is very, very tough. And I didn't grow up we never grew up crushing people's hearts, because we all grew up on streets. We were always helping each other, because if someone's not helping you, and you're not helping someone else, so it's we're all in it together, so we're helping each other, and we've survived like that. So backstabbing, it doesn't come naturally to me. Yeah, it really hurts me, but this is a game I need to keep in mind, and I have to just play.
Yeah. Let's talk about advantages for a second. I'm going to give you a scenario. Let's say it's day 2, day 3. A boat shows up at your tribe. Of course, a guy steps out. You know what's happening. Pick one person to go on a journey. Are you trying to step up there? Are you trying to get someone else to go? Instead, what's your strategy there?
Pick rocks.
Now, are we picking rocks, or are we picking rocks? Lauren
I would say
style.
In quotes.
Yeah.
Picking rocks. I mean, I don't mind people say that, oh, Bhanu, you want to go? But I don't want to be the person hey guys, I want to go, because we've seen so many. See, I'm a super fan of Survivor. Why do I want to put target on myself? No. I'm not doing that. I'm not a fool.
Well, when it comes to outside of the journey, advantages, we've seen them be blessings and curses in the new era. How hungry are you for them? Are they something you want to actively search out throughout the game?
One thing I always say, even in my casting interviews, I've said that Jeff Probst, he's been my guru. And as my guru coded, there's only one winner.
Right.
Most of us are either going home or are on the jury. I want to play the game. I just whatever falls in my lap, I just want to take it, and I just want to go with it. I want to ride the tide. That's my strategy.
Well, talk to me about this Jeff as a guru thing. Was this something that came with your love of Survivor? Was there a particular thing personally that you felt with him?
So there's an analogy behind this. In Indian literature...
In true Jeff fashion.
In Indian literature, there's a story behind a young kid who is not from a certain caste system, because India is divided in caste systems. Right. He's not from a different, a caste system. So the teacher who actually used to teach archery did not teach him, because he's not of the same caste. He was teaching to all the other kids who's from the same caste or from the upper caste. So what this kid did, he loved this guru so much because he's the number one guru. So what he did was, because the guru he's not taking him, he used to hide in a corner and listen and see what the guru is teaching the other disciples. And guess what this kid did? He became the number one archer just by seeing and listening and practicing what his guru said from a distance. Wow. Not being taught by the guru directly. For me, Jeff is that guru.
Wow.
I never met Jeff in real life. He doesn't know me. But watching Survivor, the way he talks to people, the way he inspires people, the way he says like dig deep, don't give up, all of those things. When I was going through tough times, I was watching Survivor, and when Jeff says all of this, those inspired me. They were when I was in my lows and lows, when I was having dislocations, I was giving up on my physical fitness and all of that. Jeff Probst, don't give up, dig deep, those are the words, inspired me, and I started working out, and here I am today in Fiji playing Survivor.
That is unbelievable. That is so incredible. Does Jeff know all this?
I don't think so Jeff knows about this.
I mean, he's going to find out real soon. That is amazing. I want to go to something you wrote in your bio here. You said you are an expressive social media presence, but you are an introvert at heart. Talk to me about that balance of what seems to be two very different social sides of you.
Right. So I learned Indian classical dance from my mom, who is an Indian classical dance teacher. My mom is my guru in real sense, because she's the one who taught me how to dance. So I learned from her. However, I'm very shy person. I love to dance. Because that's in my blood. Mm-hmm. My mom said that I was born the night when she was actually showing a dance movement, like a rigorous dance movement to her students. I was born the same night after she finished the class. She went home and I was born. So my mom always jokingly says that you came dancing out of my womb, which could be true. So I love dancing. I love the moment that a song plays, my body can stay in its place. Having said that, I just enjoy my, it's just me. Mm-hmm. But if I have to perform, that's when my introvert kind of, comes out.
Let's talk about your decision making. When you typically have to make an important decision in your life, are you someone to think through a bunch of steps in your head, or are you someone that more so goes with your gut?
That's my problem. See, the problem with living on the streets, and we go with our hearts.
Yeah.
I don't think. I just say it. And that's a problem with me, that I can't lie, and sometimes I just say so many things which hurt my family, and that's one thing which scares me. I don't want to hurt my mom, and I don't want to say something which would get telecast and shows. I don't know, us in a bad light. Especially, a lot of folks would be watching it, and I know. Truth matters, but how it will be shown also matters. Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm scared about.
What would be your hottest Survivor take? What do you think is one of these controversial opinions of yours on a player, a season, the show in general?
I just need I want the question to be said in a different way. I think I'm not following.
Sure. Have you heard of a hot take before, like a controversial opinion?
Oh, controversial opinion?
Yeah.
About a show?
It could be about the season, could be about a player, like so-and-so was robbed, I don't like this season, Final Four fire making can go, those types of things.
So I'm listening to On Fire with Jeff Probst, and I just love it. I can't tell you how much I love Jeff. Jeff, if you're listening. But Jeff kind of answers all the questions so well, and there is a segment in the show called "This Is Why You Suck."
Right.
And Jeff answers all of that. I had a lot of questions like why certain things are happening, but I think at this moment I would rest my my questions, because Jeff answered most of them.
To finish things off, give me a celebrity or a fictional character that you would want to bring out for a loved one's visit. Who's coming out to see you?
Oh, who's coming out to see me? If there is a loved one's visit, then definitely it's going to be my husband, George.
Right. But let's say instead you can pick a celebrity, or you can pick a completely fictional character.
So this is a kind of like a sad thing. growing up, the one thing which gave me strength was watching my favorite actor's movies, who's no longer there. She died at the age of 52.
Mm-hmm.
And this woman, she acted in 300 movies.
Oh
300
my God.
movies, and she was the number one actress in every regional language she did. 300 movies. And this one, she started as a child star,
Mm-hmm.
then graduated into a full-grown actress. When she was a child star, she was the people she was acting as, maybe she was acting as a granddaughter to that guy. Later she became the heroine of the same guy. That's how this woman is, and she inspires me. And guess what? She didn't even go to school, but she can speak fluently 7 languages.
Wow.
And she's number one in Bollywood. That's my inspiration. And she made me laugh, cry, dance, all of that. Her name is Shri Devi. I love you, Shri. Wherever you are, may your soul rest in peace.
I'm going to start diving into the 300 plus
300
movie
movies.
backlog. Wow, that is incredible.
She's incredible. Gorgeous woman. And gorgeous woman.
Well, how are you feeling right now? You're sitting at a time where there is so much potential ahead of you. What's sort of the mixture of emotions that you're feeling before things finally open up in a matter of time?
As I said, I am bent. Meaning, beyond excited, nervous, and thrilled. And I can't wait to play the game.
You are such an incredible soul. I'm getting such a vibe from you already. From where you've been able to come from to like the warmth that you bring to everything. It's so palpable to me that I hope it will be out there as well. Thank you for taking the time.
Thank you. Thanks to you. And thanks to everyone who's listening. And I only wish your good wishes and your prayers so that I can pray. I can do well in this game. And maybe be the sole survivor of season 46. Thank you.
Not a maybe, a will. We're putting it out
Will.
there. Well, you are good to go, man. I will let you get back to the rest of the stuff you have. Thank you so much, sincerely.
That was great questions.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That was
those were